Instead of writing tonight, I worked on this illustration that I might put up for a poem. Check it out, my links and stuff. Underwear. We need underwear. We need underwear. We need underwear. We need underwear. There you go. There's your jingle, underwear company. Underwear. I'm telling you guys, I'm waiting for this trend to start. Ball cap with the scarf, the square scarf, head, like, whatever, tied around it. It's so effective. You get the sun blockage, and you get the ear coverage and hair protection from cold air, from flying away, and it looks awesome. I like it. Is there a subculture that does this? Please let me know, because, I mean, let's start a trend. Please take it. It's great for going outside. I saw cats that have the bill sometimes are too tight. At least I only have one, and it's too tight sometimes around the head to keep the bill up. You get these cute little ponytails. This is what it looks like from the side. Hello, everybody. I have just been calming, and it's something that I do regularly. I did it before when I lived in town, and I was constantly trying to prevent migraines. But it is a good habit that I've kept, and I still have to use, just because I still have PTSD. My nervous system, it goes there into that hypervigilant stress state. A lot of times, I'll get up and I'll brush my teeth and moisturize and wash my face or whatever. I'll have a little breakfast, take Annie for a walk, and then come back and have some tea, and then I'll just rest again. It's like a different kind of rest, though, because it's to relieve the tension in my body and in my head. I get it all along here. I try to look on the positive. At least I have these really simple solutions. To the outside world, it does look like I live a very quiet life, but it's out of necessity. It doesn't mean I don't have like movies in the background sometimes or listen to stuff, but I do a lot of resting. I do a lot of resting in between things, because otherwise I feel like I'm very blessed that I can be here where I can have more quiet and less energy going on all around me than I did when I lived in town, which would just make all of this worse. Now I actually can more successfully find calm and peace, which is, it doesn't sound like that big a deal. It's just somatic. It's somatic, as in it's I don't know how else to explain it. It's like my avatar in all of its forms. I have to care for it like a very sensitive little baby because it became so afraid over time. It has taught me how to be a good mother to myself, which is funny because I know that in this period of time, a lot of women are learning how to be a good mother by having children, and I'm learning how to be a good mother by learning to care for myself so that I can become more functional. So it's almost textbook. Burnout for undiagnosed autistic adults. Burnout in your 30s happens because you've just been white knuckling it, your whole life, trying to hide all of the ways that you struggled, trying to live in a sensory abrasive world and pretend like it doesn't bother you. I never learned to nurture myself, or I never knew that other people's experiences were different than mine until I became older. And one of the keys to understanding autism, it's just you have a brain that experiences the world differently. You know, it's not like there's something wrong with your brain. Even right now, I'm like stimming, fidgeting, whatever. I'm scratching the back of my neck. And that's why I think it's so important for kids who have autism to learn about it and to embrace it, because then you can learn that at such a young age. You can realize how your experience is different and what your specific needs are and how you can be successful in the world instead of learning the hard way like I had to. Because being autistic isn't a bad thing. Right now I'm just recovering from pretending like I didn't have autism my whole life. I didn't know I had autism, you know, but I just thought I'd talk about that for a second. So I'm going to make another cup of chai. And then I gotta cook, you know, gotta cook. Sometimes I can't believe that my house looks like this. I'm making hot chocolate instead of coffee. The key to making really good homemade hot chocolate is to forget about it, let it boil up to the rim, and then catch it by taking the lid off and then scraping all of the burnt chocolate off the bottom. It gives it a really nice toasty flavor. I wish I could tell you this wasn't delicious, but I can't. It's the burnt toasty that really gives it that hot chocolate feeling you crave. So I'm having a snack. It is leftover beans and some toast with butter and nutritional yeast. And I have to do the dishes always. I do at least 2 loads of dishes a day. And still, this is what happens. 1:24 in the afternoon. And that's what's stalling me because I have to do these dishes. I just cooked up some cabbage because I needed more of a snack. Look at that girl. Look how big and cute she is. She's so funny. I don't want to smell like mold. No, I don't want to smell like mold on my body. Don't want to smell like mold. No. Bate. On my bate. It's laundry time. That's what that means. You can't see them on the camera. Because I've yet to do the dishes. I did clean the countertops. I ran into town and got, so I'm trying to eat meat now. So I got a meatball sub. I dared myself because I used to love those when I was a teenager. And it was disgusting. The Subway was good. You can always tell like a good Subway. It was the meatballs. It was the meatballs. Oh my God. I rinsed a couple of them off and gave them to Annie. It's in my head a lot. I don't know if it's because Thanksgiving's next week and I am stressing a lot about it already. You have a day where I just stress about everything. Everything's gonna be okay. I just woke up this morning telling myself that. I woke up taking deep breaths and telling myself everything's gonna be okay. It's just one of those. I had some weird dreams last night, man. Just weird dreams. My dreams have been crazy lately. Crazy. But I quit smoking, like, for good. And at this point, I'm probably technically just a couple days away from being for certain that there's no more cannabis in my system because it stores up in your adipose tissue, in your fat tissue. And let me tell you, gosh, oh my gosh, the exhaustion the first couple of weeks was crazy. And I heard about that. And then I heard that your dreams get really intense, and they did, man. That 3rd week, oh my gosh, it was for a few nights it got real, like real. It felt like I was having a live hallucination. Oh man, it was intense, some intense stuff. It feels really good. Honestly, I was really ready to stop smoking. I talked about this before in other videos a long time ago, but I have gone through periods in my life where I've stopped smoking for a long period and then I've started again for a period, and I was just ready. I was just ready to give it up again. It just kind of got disgusting to me. Like, it began to feel disgusting. Like, my body didn't want it anymore. And I'm like, that's a good sign. You know? But that's part of the reason why I think this month has been so challenging, not only because of all the moving and all the changes and having to go through and get rid of stuff and be more active in communicating with people to get this move happening, and then finding out new places to get food and setting up all that stuff. It's just so much change. But also I quit smoking, so I've been managing my anxiety on my own. It hasn't been as hard as I thought it would be, quite honestly. And because I knew it was going to be my last bag or whatever, I would practice calming down and not relying on cannabis to calm me down. I would practice calming down first and then allowing myself to smoke. And it became really easy to kind of just let it go after that, because I kind of didn't want it. And that's when it started to feel gross, you know? It's just been a lot. This whole month has been a lot. I wish it weren't the holidays. Like, I like winter and I like the holiday season because of the winter and how it gets quiet. You know, it's just the same with lots of people. It's just dealing with gatherings and stuff. And today I've just been all in my head. I've just been in my head today. I have not been able to get much done. It's only 4. I can do this, right, guys? Gosh, it feels really good to get all that out. It feels really good to get all that out, what I've been stressing about, you know? It's crazy how that works that way. Maybe I can cook now. Wish me luck. Chai. And guys, I made bread. I'm so excited about this. This is my first non-sweet bread. That's you need it. You need it. It's so fun. I can't wait. I got this recipe off of the internet. I'm waiting for the oven to heat up because, you know, stuff like that happens to me, and it doesn't happen to everybody. I can't make a recipe like flawlessly. It's like, oh, okay, and I forgot to preheat the oven. So, you guys, look at this. It's so cool. It was so good. The outside was perfect, crispy. That's the best bread I've ever had, I think. Better than store-bought, a restaurant. I'm so impressed. I love it when she lays like that. What else could be a great de-stressor? Sex could be a really great de-stressor. I would love to have some sex. If you're a subscriber, this is not an invitation to come at me so that we can have sex. Please don't. It makes me so uncomfortable when that happens. I'm just voicing my opinion as an adult, 40-year-old adult who's gone like 2 years now without having sex. I'm just trying to be real because, you know, we're adults here and sex does many great things for you, and that's one of them. So I'm just speaking this into existence. Like, come on, world. I think I'm ready, right? Can we make this happen? So much has got to happen before I can have sex. Check out my soup. Lentil soup. Haven't made this in a bit, but I did it. So we're in bed, and it's 9:30, so I'm gonna close off and put this video together and then like meditate or something. Calm down, clear my head, and eventually go to sleep. We go to sleep pretty early these days, around 10:30. We're usually like, you know, lights out. I really appreciate you guys watching. Check out my Instagram or my links in my bio for the new poem that I put out. It's called Really Comfortable Panties. I really like it. It's an excerpt from the book I'm working on. I really hope you've enjoyed this episode of Neurodiversity for real. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.